Here's the weekly weather briefing for Monday, June 19th, 2017 from the National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi. Taking a look at some of the highlights, there is potential for a few strong to severe storms this afternoon as the front drops south into the region. The bigger threat may actually be from heavy rain from storms today, given high moisture content in the atmosphere. The front won't push all the way through the area and should linger Tuesday and Wednesday across some of the ArkLaMiss region, bringing rain to the southern parts of the area. The National Hurricane Center is still giving a high chance, 80 to 90%, for tropical or subtropical cyclone development in the Gulf this week. Regardless of development, heavy rain looks to be an issue from this system as it moves into the northern Gulf and potentially makes some kind of a landfall, and the track still remains uncertain. For this afternoon, a front will drop south into the ArkLaMiss region. This, along with daytime heating and the moist air mass in place, will generate showers and thunderstorms across the area. As the front moves through and encounters the sufficiently unstable air mass, there could be a few strong to severe storms in some parts of the ArkLaMiss region. We're not expecting severe weather like we saw on Friday night. More so, just isolated severe storms are possible. The main concerns would be damaging wind gusts through this afternoon, as well as frequent lightning. Remember, anytime you hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. So when thunder roars, go indoors. Very high moisture is present in the atmosphere, and this will lead to heavy rainfall with any storms that develop today. As they develop through this evening, they could bring heavy rain that could result in some localized flooding issues. The front will linger and perhaps stall across the region Tuesday and Wednesday. This will result in continued rain chances for locations along and south of where the front stalls out. North of the front, drier weather should occur. The National Hurricane Center continues to show a high chance of tropical or subtropical storm development over the next 48 hours to as much as 5 days across the northern Gulf of Mexico. The forecast track of this low-pressure system should bring it into the Gulf of Mexico by Tuesday morning. From there, it looks to linger slowly in the Gulf until Wednesday or Thursday, or potentially even longer than that. There is still uncertainty as to where it will track and how strong it will be. Right now, it does not look like it will be a very strong system. However, regardless of if this develops or not, this should bring moisture into the region and give us some heavy rain for late week. As the potential tropical system moves closer to the coast and potentially inland somewhere from Texas to the Alabama-Mississippi border, Wednesday through Thursday night, it will bring a slug of moisture into the region. Regardless of if it develops into a tropical system, and it's important not to focus solely on that, it will bring potential for several rounds of heavy rain. Given how moist the ground is, this will again result in flooding issues. At this time, we have a limited risk for flooding across portions of the area for Wednesday night through Thursday night, but again, look for this outlook to most likely increase in terms of risk for flooding as more information becomes available and more information is known about the track of this low pressure system. Here is a look at the 7-day precipitation through next Monday. As you can see, much of this precipitation is a result of the pending tropical system. Amounts of 3 to 5 inches and most likely higher look possible through the week, particularly midweek in association with this low pressure system in the Gulf. Kind of breaking it down from today through Thursday, this shows the heavy rain potential from the tropical system in the northern Gulf into southern parts of Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. For the latter half of the week, Thursday through Saturday, another front looks to potentially come down next weekend, thus adding more rain to the area, as shown by this rainfall outlook for later in the week into the weekend. In summary, there is potential for a few storms this afternoon, some of which could be strong to severe. However, heavy rainfall will be more of a concern, which could lead to localized flooding. As the front lingers over the area, rain will also linger for locations along and south of this front Tuesday and Wednesday. All eyes remain on potential tropical development in the Gulf of Mexico for this week. It is best to remember that it does not matter whether the system develops into a tropical depression, tropical storm, or even if it just remains as an area of low pressure. The key is the impacts from the system, as it will bring in a slug of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico into portions of the Gulf Coast region. This will result in potential for heavy rain and flooding for portions of the area in the mid to late parts of the week. We recommend everyone stay tuned to later forecasts on this potential system and its impacts to the ArkLaMiss region. Thank you for viewing this briefing. We will most likely have an updated briefing as more information is known about the tropical system. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to contact us at the number listed or via Facebook or Twitter.